Hello, lovely people, those watching me live and those who will be watching me recorded. Welcome to another edition. And today, as we are based in China, today our first time to have a native Chinese on our platform to have some beautiful conversation. Today we have gotten one native Chinese. He's no other person than Aiden, and he is here to tell us much more about China, growing up as a Chinese in China, his life and his experience about the world and these basic things. So stay
Mm.
tuned as we talk. Welcome, Aiden. How are you doing?
Very good, very good deck. Doing well, man. It's raining here. It's storming, dude. Storming, huge, man. Thanks for
Oh,
having me.
wow. Wow. Thank you very much for honoring the invite too. So, what's your full name?
My Chinese name will be Qiu Hongze. Qiu is my family name,
Cho.
so Hongze will be Qiu Hongze.
Oh, Cho. Oh, wow. Interesting. Will you believe that growing up, I'm from Ghana. Growing up, we love Chinese movies so much. But we
Okay.
were told that in China, before they name a child, do you know what they do? They told us
Watch a
that
kung fu
in
movie.
China, yeah, they told us that in China, before they give a child a name, they used to hit the sound of that. The sound of that will be the name of the child.
Hmm. I didn't know that. Dude, I have no
So
idea, man.
that is what we knew. Yeah. So we knew that in China, when a child is born, they allow something to fall down. Then the sound of that thing is the name of the child. Until
No
I
wonder
came to China, I
everybody.
was like, wow.
No
So
wonder
how
everybody
is it?
sound like Ding Dong or Ching Chong something.
Exactly. So we always ching chong, ching chong, yeah.
I don't know.
So how do they name children in China? Tell us today. How do they name
I
children in
think
China?
I think China is very superstitious. We name after the feng shui. So like each person, the day, the timing you were born, like a specific
Yeah.
timing, like 10 past 2, 10 past something something. Like everyone's feng shui is different. So we kind of categorize to 5 categories. 金木水
Yeah.
火土, and Jing is like gold, Mu is like wood,
Oh
water,
yeah.
fire, and soil. So everyone's different. So they will look out like what do you are lack of. Like I'm lack of water, so I will put more waters on my name. Something like that.
Oh
That's how we name feng shui. It's feng shui, man.
wow. Interesting. I don't know much about feng shui, but I know yin and yang.
Yin yang, yeah,
Yin
yeah.
and yang. Yeah. I think it's kind of similar. Anyways, can you introduce yourself? Who is Aiden?
Oh
Who
sure.
are you?
Uh, okay, my name is Aiden. I am 25 and born and raised in China, living in Zhuhai, and I've been studying abroad for 4 years, traveling for another few years. So now I'm doing my YouTube series of like an interview in China. That's it.
Wow. Wow. Interesting. Zhuhai is in which province in China?
It's Guangdong is right next to Macau. So
Oh wow. So where you grew up from, Zhuhai?
yes,
Your
yes,
family and everything live in Zhuhai.
yeah.
Oh wow. How is growing up in China like?
Hmm,
Growing up, how is it
dude.
like?
Okay, that's like the same old question I ask other people, but like when it's your turn to ask me, I have no idea, man. Uh, dude, just like typical Chinese family. My family is very tradition, so they kind
Yeah.
of don't like me to travel a lot. They want me to have a stable job, stable career. They want me to make a lot of money,
Yes.
be the richest guy, and but my mom always encouraged me to do whatever I want. I've been trying to do.
Yeah.
I've been trying to do the Western way of teaching myself, like, don't don't get spoiled, because they want to spoil me,
Yes.
and just like other Chinese family, and just get off my comfort zone to try different things. So I
Yes.
think kind of very different with other local Chinese, because like how China is how China is different with the rest of the world. We're more conservative.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow. You said China. Before we even talk about China, like how was your growing up life like? Are you from a rich
Mm.
home? Your parents, are they rich or something like that? They're businessmen. How was life
Yeah,
like?
we're pretty comfortable, man. We're pretty comfortable.
Oh
So
wow.
my
So
family to have a
yeah.
family business, and I growing it up. I went to boarding school since I was fourth grade, and then like kindergarten board school, and then until high school, I
Yes.
decided to because like my grade sucks in high school. I can't get into any Chinese college. The Chinese Gaokao, the high school examination, is
Yes.
super difficult. There
Yes.
was no way for me to get into the uh we kind of category like three, so like I can't even get into
Yes.
the, the trash college, man. I can't even. So all my
Yeah.
friends went study abroad. So my parents asked me, "Do you want to?" I was like, "Yeah, I will." And then that's why I am. And I basically grew up in my father's office when I was young.
Oh.
Like I follow him during the weekends. So
Yes.
I was dreaming about to become a businessman as well, but like now, no more. I just want to be happy. I just want to live a simple life.
Wow. You said you want to be happy.
Yeah,
What do you mean by happy?
I want to do something meaningful. I don't want to do some shit like other people's doing too, man.
What other things? Are you saying business? If we do business, we can't be happy?
I don't like the weight of people doing business. It's like we don't have a religion here, but most people just chasing money. They don't care are you happy or not. They're just looking for the money, money, money. Whatever you do, whatever reason you're meeting somebody, whatever your reason to go to an event is for business, is for content, is for a purpose. I don't like that. It's like too realistic. I don't want that life, dude. I used to wear a suit and tie every day and go to those cocktail events. It's fake, man. Super visions, man. It's fake.
Wow. Interesting. Will you say that probably is because you are from a rich home? So you grew up from a rich home, you had all you needed. So that is why you don't want that life. Because if you grew up from a poor home, do you think you not chase money?
I think so. Like money for me, I'm not really greedy for money as someone from a poor family, but um, I think it's different, man. Like not everybody is looking for a luxury life. Like people are
Yes.
living on their own purpose. Like you can see often like sometimes like poor people, they are happier than rich people. They are very
Yes.
simple minded, and they're more close with the family. That's what I believe.
Wow. Interesting. I remember my first time in China. It was in Guangzhou Airport. And in the airport, I was surprised they cannot speak English. I was like, my first time in China, they cannot speak English.
Mm.
So I'm surprised your English is so good. How
Thank you.
did you manage to learn good English like this?
I think I know a lot of kids they study abroad, especially Asians. Like Asians like to go everywhere. I'm saying there's like other
Yeah.
countries too, but like not many kids they study abroad. They can kind of fit into the culture. For example, what Chinese people do when they overseas, they hang out with the Chinese. What they eat
Yeah.
hot pots. They eat some kung pao chickens. You're not
Yes.
you're not in the environment. But like I had a very unusual
Yes.
life when I was studying in the States. I was hanging out with some international friends, so I know people from like Africa. I know like from Congo, from Morocco,
Yes.
everywhere, or like South America,
Wow.
Brazil, Venezuela. So I have to learn English to talk to people, and I'm very outgoing
Yeah.
person. I go to a lot of parties. That's how I pick it up.
Yeah. Wow, that's so interesting. I can really relate. When I came to China, I started moving with Chinese, and within a short time, I could speak Chinese better than my friends
Oh
who
yeah, of
came
course.
long time because they wanted to hang along with foreigners instead of Chinese.
Hmm.
That is really, really true. Wow. So, will you say your English became better because you studied abroad?
Yes, yes, definitely, definitely.
Wow. And
Like,
why do you think most yeah,
sure, go for it.
why do you yeah, why do you think most Chinese their English is not good, those in China? Because from kindergarten they learn English. Why?
Oh yeah, interesting. Uh, I think they only learning it in class, but like after class, like there's no way, no other reasons to use it. For example, I also speak Cantonese, and
Yes.
when I hang out with my friends, I have to speak Cantonese because everybody's speaking Cantonese.
Yeah,
But like my
yeah.
family, they don't speak Cantonese. I think it's like practicing,
Yes.
like the environment. But I do have some friends like they didn't study abroad, but like they also speak very good English because they hang out with foreigners all the time, or like they are like language talented. Yeah, man.
Wow.
Same reason as your Chinese is so good. Practice, because you're
Yeah,
living the China.
yeah. So the environment can really influence. Yeah. Wow, interesting. So how was the experience growing up? At what age did you travel outside China? What was the first time? Yeah.
16 when I was 16.
To which country?
America.
Why America apart from other countries?
Dude, America was never my option. I was thinking somewhere closer. Uh, I have a friend, Mark. We grew up together, and he's a
Yeah,
bodybuilder. He's passionate for bodybuilding. So
yeah,
so he wants to study abroad in the U.S. first. He's like he
yeah.
told his family, no, I'm going to America. I want to study exercise science. I want to compete
Oh,
in future because America is the most bodybuilding famous industry. So
yeah,
my father just say, why not you guys go together? I actually
yeah.
regret go to the US. I would choose somewhere cheaper, somewhere closer.
Wait, so before that idea, what country did you want to travel to?
I think first was Australia.
Why Australia?
Is I don't know. I was young. I have no idea about outside the world. I think like because I also have another childhood friend. He's in Australia. So like
Yeah,
back in the time, I have no idea how to Google, how to YouTube, or how to use Baidu
yeah,
Chinese search engine as well.
yes.
So you just kind of picking up information from friend pieces. So I think that's how.
Wow, interesting. So you went to the US. How was? Did you face any cultural shock in the US?
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah.
What are some of the cultural shocks?
The first time I landed in US was Detroit, the city of Detroit. So I was like,
Yeah.
dude, these guys are huge, tall, man. Like tall, like 180, 190. They weigh probably like 300 kilograms.
Wow.
Like I'm like tiny. I'm 170, so like five
Yeah.
six. I'm like tiny to them, dude. They are
Yeah.
huge. Scare the fuck of me.
Wow, that's true. You know, in Ghana, we know Chinese as the short people,
Oh
the
yeah.
short whites.
Mhm.
Yeah, so that's true. I can really relate to. I also thought Chinese are very short. What other culture shock did you face in the US?
The AC is so cold inside, but I love it now. So cold,
Oh,
and there's ice water, like the water fountain. You drink
yeah.
water. It's so cold, but like after so many years, I'm just so used to it. Now I'm only drinking ice water, and
Wow.
also the food portion, like fast food everywhere, drive through. Like you take your car to drive to pick up food. everywhere. In China, you just basically you just walk, you just walk everywhere.
Yeah. So are you saying the delivery system in China is more advanced than in the US?
Nowhere can compete. Nowhere can beat China in this delivery system.
Oh,
Nowhere in the
wow.
world.
Wow, interesting. I've never been in the US, but I really love the delivery system in China. It's
Mm.
so fast and everything. What are some of the misconceptions you face in the US as a Chinese?
Oh, I never experienced any racism. Never. So, and besides that, I think some misconceptions. I think most people I talk to, they probably never been out of the country. They don't know what
Yes.
China really is. They only know, oh,
Yeah.
China, chopstick, sushi, uh, it's like kung pao chicken,
Yeah.
some Singaporean noodles, something like that. They have no idea about the map. It's like how Chinese people see like Africa. Africa is not
Yeah.
a country; it's a continent. It has like Egypt, Morocco, um,
Yeah.
South Africa, and Ethiopia. But this is how like American people see Asia. Like, oh, they know Japan, but they don't know what Japan is. They know China. China is
Yeah.
big. They know somewhere in Asia, just don't know where.
Wow.
So
So
when
most,
someone asks,
yeah, yeah, you can finish. Sorry.
yeah, yeah. So like when someone asks me, oh, where are you from? I say I'm from China. I say, oh, cool. That's it. That's it. Nothing else. Besides, like I do meet some people who've been to China before.
Yeah.
We're still friends. We're still friends today. We still talk on Instagram sometimes. It was quite
Yeah.
interesting.
Wow. So what are the difference compared to the US and China in terms of um culture, like cultural life and way of life in the US and China?
Hmm. Can't really. I don't know. Before I was in the U.S., I was school, work, home, and dream. Basically, that's my whole
Yeah.
life. And now China is like I don't go to school anymore, and I just
Yeah.
focus on work. I just go to the malls, find some people to interview. Or before, when I have
Yeah.
like an office job, I just work in office. But like culturally speaking, I think is China and Western, like Asia and Western. I think
Yeah.
Chinese society of work is very intense. So I don't really have much free time when I had an office job. I have to work
Yeah.
like 9 o'clock in the morning until sometimes like 9 or 10 in the evening, and
Yes.
one day off in the weekends. Only one day off, Sunday off.
Yes.
So I really don't have time to enjoy life, man. This is like, but like this is biased because I live in the city. If you live in like a rural area, Zhengzhou is not rural. If you live
Yeah.
in like a Xinjiang, like some other places, I think life is more
Yes.
simple. But like money is bad, man. Money is shit.
Wow. Interesting. Being in Guangzhou city, there's business and everything. But you say they don't enjoy life. Do you think business, how the way of business in China can be changed, should be changed?
It's changing. To be honest, like our generation, Gen Z is changing. Because talk a little bit history, man. I know a little bit history. I'm not a history expert. I might be wrong. Expert, I might be wrong.
Yeah,
So like China
yeah,
start developing in the past 20 years, and
yeah,
China came from like a broke country, just like Southeast Asia today, like
yeah,
Philippines, Thai, just like jungles. Only like
yeah,
sugarcane field, banana field, dragon fruit field. It's all farms.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
Shenzhen, Guangzhou. Guangzhou was a harbor. Shenzhen wasn't a harbor until 1997. So,
yeah,
like the older generation, my parents, my grandparents, they work their ass off. They take whatever opportunity came to them. They take
yeah,
whatever, man. anything,
Yeah.
anything that makes money. They work their whole life. They have no time to think about, oh, do I like it or not? Because like surviving is on the first place. That's how I see it. But like now, we no longer starving from the food stuff. We got everybody's got houses. I would
Yes.
say most people have houses, or most
Yeah.
people own houses. So like for our generation, like we kind of benefit from that. Like we don't need to think about what do I have to do because I have a place to stay no matter what, no matter what.
Yeah.
So we kind
Yeah.
of have time to think about what do we want to do for future. But sadly, like I see a lot of people they still don't have an idea about what to do for future. Like they never think about it.
Yes.
Like no man, I'm stuck with the reality, man. They just don't know. A lot of people still like that. But like I think I was born in 1998, so people later after that, I think it's getting
Yes.
better. From the 2000 millennials, it's better.
Yeah.
So yeah, and to answer your questions,
Wow. Yeah. 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 You really did. So now, why did you even start the YouTube?
man, I was tired of China, man. I was tired. Like all these work, all these like try to lie to client, try to make most money out of it. I was tired of these, man. I was working as a study abroad agent for like
Yeah.
a half year, almost a year.
Yeah.
They just want to make the most profit out of every client. And I just travel to Indonesia, Thailand, Australia, and then
Yeah.
I was living in hostel like cheap,
Oh,
like 30 yuan per night, 20 yuan per night, because I don't have a lot of money.
yeah.
And I
Yeah.
was talking to other backpackers, like they're from Europe or anywhere in the world, and then I asked
Yes.
them, why don't you think about China? Why not like why everybody try to go to Japan, South Korea, like Thailand, Vietnam, just not China?
Yeah.
And then I start getting because and then I start looking up on YouTube.
Yeah.
Almost nobody is doing China content on YouTube, Chinese content,
Yeah.
like all Western, like all from other countries.
Foreigners. Yeah.
But I only see one girl, one Chinese girl. She's traveling in China. Her name is like Little
Yeah.
Chinese Go Everywhere. That's her channel.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Dude, she's cool, man. Her English is not good as mine, but like she's really documentary everything. She's going in China, so that inspired me a lot. And then I start doing vlog too. But
Yeah.
man, vlog is so hard to edit.
Yeah. Yeah. That's true.
And then I start look up what to do, and then I found a channel called Takashi from Japan,
Oh, yeah. I know that channel.
and then I saw it. I wasn't thinking doing that, but like I made one video with a friend. He's from South Africa, Johannesburg.
Yeah.
That video went crazy, dude. Like 30,000 or 50,000
Yeah.
or 500,000, I forgot, for my
Yeah.
first video. And then I just start doing this interview stuff, dude.
Wow. I must really applaud you. You are doing so great.
Thank you,
They
man.
won't believe I just met you yesterday. I came across your channel. I was like, how? Who is this guy? Let me contact him, and today I have you now. So, how was your parents' reaction when they got to know you don't want to work again? You want to be a content creator as a Chinese?
My for my last job, I was already doing content creation for my last job. I was doing it for the company, so kind of like an
Okay.
online promotion. So I have like a
Yeah.
basic video editing skills. And
Yeah.
then when I start doing that, my parents still tell me, "Oh, go find an ordinary job. I have a friend has a factory. Go work for them. Work for something like international trade. Look for the big money." I went there for a week, and then I was like, "Dude, I'm sick of this office vibe. It's dying, dude. This industry is boring."
Yeah.
They got mad. They got so mad at me. So I ran away from Guangdong. I went to Hainan for half a year. I went there.
Really?
Yeah, I ran away from home. I just like I sick of my parents. I sick of the Guangdong city. Sick of the
Yeah.
weather here. So they hated. They hated me. They were mad at me at the beginning. But then now when I get on the right track, the interview foreigner stuff, they kind of like,
Yes.
okay, Ethan, good job. And all their friends see my video. I was
Yes.
like, "Oh, your son is so cool, man. Your son speaks such good English, man." They start complimenting like my parents, so I think they're happy right now. They're very cool with this.
Wow, interesting. I'm so happy. How were you able to be that confident? Because your parents didn't support you, nothing, but you left even the place.
Yeah,
How did you get that confidence?
because I have a free place to stay. I don't have to pay rent. My friend, he lives in Hainan. He has a room. He say, "Aiden, you can come stay with me."
Wow,
Yeah,
interesting.
so I
So
just
what
do.
advice, yeah, what advice will you give any other Chinese? I'm sure there are several Chinese who are also tired of working 9 to 9, working so hard and all those things. What advice will you give to such people
It's
or
hard, man.
anybody in the world? Yeah,
I would say most people. I would say advisor. No, I shouldn't say that. I was gonna say advisor useless because people are not willing to change. But
yeah,
I think they have to understand what situation they're facing right now. If they have a place to
yeah,
stay for free, they have some income
yeah,
can support their like food, like they can buy food to eat, something like that.
yeah,
They can survive. Then I think go for a passion, man. Like your passion might other people's passion might not be same as me, content creator. Maybe someone just want to be a bartender or want to be a
yeah,
surfing surfing teacher or want to be a I don't know something else. But like just do whatever you feel like, man. That's what I would say.
wow,
But like also have to see because I can do that because mm, I have a free place to stay. I have a skills. I can make a little bit money. I
yeah,
won't die. I won't be like out the street, man. I don't need to pay rent. I don't need
yes,
to buy a house. I don't need to pay loans. I don't have to do anything.
yeah,
So in that case, I can look after. But like a lot of people, actually, they have family they need to feed. So I think
yes.
this situation is very different.
Wow, interesting. Wow. I think it's not only because you are from a Chinese family. Even in many families, they want their children to be a doctor, a pharmacist, engineer, and everything. I think everywhere in the world, like that is just like that, not only because it's your Chinese. Most of the time,
True.
parents want their children to be this, but the child also wants something different, different passion, So it's very hard sometimes when parents are trying to force a child to do something they don't like. And I can feel that you are enjoying the process. You are enjoying what you are doing now.
Oh, dude, it's painful, dude. It's all right. It's all right. I have fun. I have a lot of friends. I have many friends. Like we talk to each other. We support each other.
Yeah,
So I think it makes it a lot easier to have friends. Like my friends, they all
yeah.
understand me. They were like very supportive. My friends.
Wow. Apart from you, do you have other siblings?
You have a younger sister.
Oh, so how about her? She's still in school or she's working?
She's working, but she's never been supportive though.
It's normal. I think in the future she'll understand you more. And don't worry, we are here to support you in your journey as
Oh,
well.
thanks, man. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah. So, in terms of business, doing other stuff from China and everything, you could make content creation about business, importation, and everything. Why did you specifically choose interviews?
Funny. That's a funny one. That's a good question. uh, I tried a few before interview. Before I start doing interview, I try vlog.
Yeah,
I try to vlog myself. I try travel content. I try like house tour for foreign houses.
yeah.
But when I was in Hainan, I just hang out with because my friend he's American.
Oh, okay.
Uh, I live in his place. We be friends for so many years,
Yeah,
and then just I always going for something related with English or China and outside of China. I always aiming for that because I know if I
yeah,
am not using because I speak English. I live in another country.
yeah,
I travel, so why not do something and actually pay for classes, online class. There's a YouTuber I really like. He's from Hong Kong. He say, if you want to start your YouTube uh, content creator like
yeah.
business in 2023, YouTube man, YouTube should be focused. You should do YouTube. So
Wow.
YouTube has two. I kind of do research into it. Make long
Yeah,
videos or short, under 1 minute. I don't know how
yeah,
to make shorts. I never like shorts. I don't get on TikTok. I don't do all this TikTok thing. It's
yeah,
toxic. It's useless. So I aim for long videos. So travel vlogs was the first one. That didn't work. And
yeah,
then I started doing interviews because video interview is so easy to edit. So easy. I would say easier, not really easy, but easier
yeah.
than
But more
traveling.
is yeah.
Mm.
Wow. Interesting. I love you mentioned that you had some editing skills before you started that. What advice will you give people who want to start from scratch? Do you think
Ooh.
people should work under other people before they start their own passion?
No, start at your own. Don't ever wait for somebody else. Don't ever wait. Because like they might fail you one day. If you wait for some opportunities, the opportunities might fail you. Just like right now, now is the opportunity. Later, something's gonna happen later. So I mean, my editing skill wasn't come from other people's teaching me. It was come from me going out to film one video and another video, and that's
Yeah,
how I get there. And then um, it's just me. Like if you have any question, just go on Google, go on YouTube, look up how to edit these, how to put soundtrack, something like that,
yeah.
and how to do the framework,
Wow.
like where should you put your cameras, microphones.
Yeah.
You make a lot of mistakes, and then you get better. That's how it is, man. Just, that's how it is.
Wow, I'm so proud of you. Now talking about YouTube and you interviewing people, I'd like you to mention the name of your channel and how people can reach you on your social media handles.
Okay, my channel just Aiden Chiu, Aiden, space QIU. And I'm on YouTube, I'm on Instagram, I'm on some Chinese 小红书.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's cool, man.
Before we leave, we have some two, three questions before we end this session. The next question I want to ask is, in China, before you marry, you need to have a house, you need to have a car, and these things before you marry. How do you see that? Do you think people should definitely get that before they marry? How is that like that to
Hmm.
you?
Well, since I travel a lot, so it's impossible for me to marry a traditional wife in future. I can't marry someone who's like super traditional. So I think this is like a very traditional heavy culture, still happening, still very popular. But like in Guangdong is better, but like outside of Guangdong, like where you live, I think Zhengzhou
Yeah.
is heavy
I'm
on
not in
this.
Suzhou. I'm not in Suzhou.
Oh, now
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
okay, Suzhou might be
Yeah.
better because Suzhou is close to Shanghai. But like
Yeah.
other rural places are like that. But like if someone's being very traditional, like obviously can get along with them. So I I don't like that. Like I don't need to have a house when I'm married, and I don't need to. But I have a car for sure. I gotta have a car.
Yeah. Great.
A house. a house. I see what I can do. It would be nice to
Yeah.
have a house, but if I don't have a lot of money, then don't put too much pressure on my shoulder. I think like for a very understanding wife or like partner, we will also
Yes.
understand this.
Wow. Interesting. So you mentioned traditional. What do you mean by traditional?
Oh, okay, traditional. I got a lot to say about this, man. I got so many to say. Um,
Yeah.
for example, someone never travel. Someone is not open-minded. Someone not okay with one night stand. Someone never go to the bars, club, something like that.
Yeah.
Someone just expecting you. Okay, I'm very biased because like previously, I dated some Chinese girl. Like it wasn't very. Uh, I'm like it's just very disappointing for me. For me, it's very disappointing.
Okay.
I just think traditionally speaking, dude. Oh man, women's gonna hate me for saying this. I don't,
Why
dude.
would
I
they
don't
hate you?
because I'm being very. I don't know. Let me think. Let me think. Tradition, like for example, if we get married, like the family or she will expect me. She want to be a housewife. No, no, no.
Yeah.
Okay, that's not Chinese. That's everywhere. She can be a
Yeah.
housewife. She can be. Doesn't matter to me. Depends on what she does. Um. Okay, talk about marriage. Like Chinese family, the girl side, if it's like a
Yeah.
super traditional family, they expect the male's family, to pay a lot of money, to give a lot of cash. That's very tradition.
Okay.
It's like a
Oh.
buy off, pay off my daughter, because I raised her for 18 or 20 years. That's fucking shit, man. That's something I
Yeah.
can't do for. That's very tradition. Yeah, that's number one.
Wow. Our viewers watching, if you want to ask any question today, we are joined with one native Chinese here. He is sharing some in depth about his personal experience, about life, about staying in China, about traveling outside, and everything. If you have any question, you can comment in the comment section. If you want to join this live and ask your question too, we have that platform. You can join with that link to ask few questions. Yeah, let's continue. Yeah, you said you can't pay that money. Is it because you don't have that money?
Well, can be. Well, of course, obviously, I have nothing right now but my phone.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
I don't know. Like for now, I don't have money, but like in
yes.
future, I might change my mind. I don't know. But also, I don't
Wow.
like that reason of like, okay, I can pay if I have money. I can pay. I can pay you more than you want. You ask, I can pay
Yeah,
twice. But the meaning behind it is not to buy off your daughter. Like a marriage in China means two family have to get combining together,
yeah,
and they sort of creates like a third family. Which means if I marry someone, I'll be in touch with her family, treat her
yes.
like my family too. I just can't deal with someone is being stubborn and tradition and stupid and all this weird cultural behavior. Like some culture are nice, some are not nice.
Yeah.
I gotta say
Wow.
this. Some are good culture, some are like annoying. Like all these ceremony, like I come from very traditional region. We have ceremony every week. Obviously, who I don't even go to club once a week. What are you expecting me to do of the ceremony?
Which kind of ceremony? I don't know about it. Which
Uh,
ceremony?
I'm from Chaoshan. Chaoshan is like, do you know like is one of the econ zone, economic zone. So in South
Yeah.
China, near near Huizhou, like
Okay.
6 hours from Zhuhai. So on the west, east,
Okay.
hold on, east. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
east.
Never mind. Yeah.
Somewhere in the east is superstitious country, superstitious place, and all kinds of ceremony. I have no idea because I never really care. My grandmother just asked me to do this, so I do
Yeah.
this. Like When I grow out, when I grow up, I stop doing it.
Oh wow, interesting. Then I think I have to visit that place as well and see
Oh
the
man, good food though.
culture life and all those things. What are some of the aspects you think some way of life or some things you think it could be changed or yeah, personally.
Uh, talk about me personally, or what are you talking about? Sorry.
About the traditional culture that you mentioned. You said so many ladies are traditional.
I don't want to change anybody. They do what they want. I go for my type.
Wow, that is so smart. Interesting.
I
Interesting.
don't want to give any
So,
advice. Change.
oh yeah, wow. That is a very smart way. Yeah. You
Yeah,
go
man.
in for what
I'll
you
put.
like. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I love I love that. So many people want to learn Chinese language. Is it easy to
Oh,
learn Chinese language? And yeah.
it's easy when you're married to a Chinese woman who doesn't speak English. It will be easy.
So everybody should get a Chinese girlfriend before they can learn Chinese. That's what you're saying.
How who doesn't like Chinese girls, man? Who doesn't?
I
That's my
see.
best advice. That's my best.
Oh, I see. Interesting. How about people who are not in China? People who are not in China.
So from my previous interviews, I asked people this same question too. So they said learn the basic before you come. Learn some basic.
Or
You can learn. Of course, you have to buy the book. You have to
yeah,
study one page to another page. You have to watch some Chinese vlogs or TV shows to get
yes,
that vibe, something like that. Two
yeah,
things, and then you can come visit. But it is very necessary you have some basic knowledge of Chinese. Like you know what pinyin is, you know the four
yeah.
tones, you know ni hao, how much, 再见, bye bye, something like that. You have to know this.
Wow, interesting. I have some two questions. Then we'll be ending this live. My the question I would like to ask is, what are some of the misconceptions that the other world know about China that you like to despair?
Do you have no idea, man? Because I don't really watch news. I don't watch other channels. I think from my comments, people think China I'm not allowed to say it. It's political, but like I know I'm not big fan of political. Like political
Yeah, yeah,
wise, people are afraid
yes,
of it, and I
yeah.
think other than that, I don't see any conceptions. Not yet, but if I know some, I'll let you know.
Oh wow, interesting. So, what of this way? What of if somebody is thinking of coming to China and the person is doubting? What will you tell the person?
Okay. Hmm. I, I don't know. Nothing I can do because I'm actually thinking about a trip. Like I want to do a backpack trip from all the way
Yeah,
North China and to Hainan. Gonna spend like
yeah,
3 months on the road. I'm still thinking about it. So I think when you have time, you just do some research, watch some vlogs, and then one day probably opportunity will come to you. Like for example, I have two friends I met when I
yeah,
travel. One guy is from
yeah,
France, one guy is from Spain. They see my videos. They
yeah,
say, "Hey, I want to come to China. Maybe planning next year."
yeah,
So maybe they will come. Maybe they will not. Maybe some other people will come. I don't know. But while you waiting for opportunity, get ready.
yeah,
Get ready for that. You might end up going to Korea or Japan. I don't know. That doesn't matter. It's Asia.
yeah. Wow, because I feel like Most people come to China because of business. Apart from business, or maybe students coming to study here, and that is also because of scholarship, the opportunities.
Hmm.
I've never seen anybody say I'm traveling to China to have fun. Maybe they go to Korea, Dubai, and everything. But I feel like China is also developed, and there are several nice places that people can visit and have fun and learn several things. How how are you channel that to your channel to help people have that mindset? And yeah,
Mm, just be authentic, I think. Just be authentic. I'm also planning to do a lot more series, so I've done two
yeah,
already. Um,
yeah,
I think just show what China really is, and then if they're lucky, they find my channel, then they might wanna come to China. If they never found my channel, I don't know. Man. I think like it's like you only marry one girl at the end of the day, and there's like billions people out there, like hundreds countries out there.
yeah,
So I think it's like opportunity, man. But like from people who's watching this live channel, that means
yeah,
you are interested in China. You
yes,
just have to come to experience yourself. But you can like go on YouTube, watch a lot of vlogs, see if you want to. It's pretty affordable, man. It's not like very expensive.
yeah. Wow. My last but one question is, you being a Chinese, what cultural aspect of China do you really love as a Chinese?
Mm. Ah, gosh, family, man, family, but not too much because it's a little bit bothering me lately. China. I like cultural, man. I felt like I'm too Western. I'm too Western for regular Chinese. I'm way too Western. But talk about living in China. Okay, the convenience one. I can
Yeah,
take bullet train everywhere. I can fly. Airport is super near, and
yeah,
uh, food delivery. And I like that safety feeling. Like I don't have to worry about something. I just
yeah,
never have to. It's like regular thing to me. Uh, I like I like when I can eat a lot of food very cheap. I can just go to the street. There's a lot
yeah,
of good food out there. I like Chinese food, and oh man, I want to travel China. I want to travel more because like Guangdong is very modernized. I want to
yeah,
go to like a less modernized places to travel to interview the local people. So I think I don't know, man. I can't really answer that question. The traditional culture, I can't really think about any.
yeah.
Can't really think about any.
Wow, interesting. So, among China, which of them is your favorite city? China is so big and there are so many places. You have traveled to so many places. Which one is your favorite? For me, Suzhou so far is my favorite city in China. How about you
I
as a
never been to
Chinese?
Suzhou or Shanghai. I don't like Beijing, but I think I will like Shanghai. I think I would like Shanghai.
Shanghai is kind of so busy as well. I don't know, maybe one
Okay,
day you should come to Suzhou, Shanghai.
yeah, I hear you up. I hear you up for sure. Uh, I like Zhengzhou
Yeah,
too. I like that weather because in Guangdong we don't have like a four season things.
yeah,
It's like summer, bang, winter. We don't have like autumn, and
yeah,
winter, bang, summer.
yeah,
I don't like that, dude. This is boring. But like I think like for Suzhou, Shanghai, Zhengzhou, you kind of experience like the trees, leaves turning yellow and snowing.
yeah,
Uh, but like I also like tropical vibe. I would say, oh man, like if I can say because I haven't been to Shanghai, I would say Shanghai first. Second would be
yeah.
Hainan. Hainan would be Sanya.
Oh, Hainan is almost like Guangzhou. So why? Do you like Hainan?
It's very different, very different.
Really?
Yeah, cause like Guangdong, like our place, Zhuhai doesn't have a nice beach.
Okay.
Cause the water is like yellow, is disgusting, and you can't go swim in the beach. You can't.
Yeah.
And Hainan just very clean, and I like that tropical vibe, like ocean. Man, sorry, man, just it's for the ladies. I like the ladies there better. Like the bikini, wear sandals.
Yeah.
It's hot, man. It's very hot.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Interest.
That's it.
Interesting. My last question before we leave. Growing up,
Okay.
every product I see made in China. Why is everything made in China?
Dude, I have no idea. I think made in China is pretty reliable, right? That's why people choose to buy stuff made in China.
Yeah, but we
According-
also think most made in China products are fake. That's what we
Oh,
think in
doesn't
my
matter, man.
country.
A fake
Yeah,
one is cheaper, like a Nike for 500 yuan. I'm gonna buy a fake one for 100 yuan, man.
yeah, okay.
I don't
I
have a
see.
problem with fake stuff. Well, I personally, I don't buy it. I just don't like expensive stuff at all. I just don't like it. And
Yeah,
I don't know, dude. I don't have any comments on these. I don't think it's a bad thing or it's a good thing either. Like I don't know. It's mutual, dude.
yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah,
it's nice to enjoying these products, isn't it? It's just
yeah.
nice.
Wow, interesting. In fact, I've really enjoyed this conversation, and I've really enjoyed this, and I would like to have you more in the future to
Okay.
talk more about life and other topics, different
Yeah.
topics altogether. Yeah. So thank you very much for honoring our invite, coming, being very free, being open, and sharing honest answers and everything. I really love your spirit and your vibe, and you are doing so great, speaking English so good, interviewing people, and everything is so on point. And I'm wishing you all the best in your content creation journey. And if you have any words for anyone, the stage is yours.
Sorry, what? What's the last one?
If you have anything to say before we end this live.
Thanks for having me, dude. It is fun. It's fun to be interviewed too. It's fun. I got a lot to say. Thank you. Thanks, Zach.
All right, all right. Wow.
Yeah, that's
And
it,
would
man.
you like to mention your social media handles again? I'm sure people would like to connect with you where
Okay.
they can reach you.
Yeah, my Instagram, my YouTube names are Aiden QRU, so AIDEN QRU QRU Q as a queen, I as ice cream, U as a unicorn. So
Yeah.
thank you guys. Hope it wasn't too bad.
All right, sure. I will send a link of your YouTube channel in the description box and everything so that they can contact you or they can check your channel out and everything. So, guys, thank you very much for having us, those who will be watching recorded. This is where time will permit us to end today's session. I've really, really enjoyed your time, most especially where you said we should follow our passion and not where society wants us to be or family or whatever wants us to be. We should really follow our passion, a place we can enjoy, a place we can enjoy what we are doing in every process. Thank you for sharing everything with us. And don't forget, every week we try to bring guests who are willing to share their experience, their stories with us, stories that can inspire you, stories that can be a direction for you, stories that can guide you in something you want to do or in the future. Don't forget, next week we'll be having a Chinese lawyer. He will be coming to tell us some of the rules and regulations about living in China as a foreigner and some of the misconceptions people think about China. He will be telling us all those things. Don't forget, stay tuned. and see you next time. This is where time will permit us to end today's live. Thank you for having honoring our invite, Aiden, and I've really enjoyed this session. See you next time. Bye bye.
Subscribe.
Subscribe.
Subscribe now.
Yeah.
See you.